Hello, welcome back to another video. Today we are taking apart a PlayStation 3 for fun. We also have this cord over here that we absolutely don't need, which we can put over here, and we have a bunch of tools. We also have this really dusty PlayStation 3 controller, and of course all of this is all dusty because it's been sitting in my basement. Now, I'm going to hop down here on my floor because I got no better place to build it, which is why you see Family Guy discs over there. I have absolutely no idea how to take this apart, but we're just going to see what's inside of it for some fun. So looking on this side, Dusty seems to have there's a bunch of stuff over there. It says PlayStation over there. We have the disc slot, PlayStation logo, on off. There's some USB ports down there. In the back we have all that crap that no one needs. I don't see any place to unscrew this. I don't know where we would take this apart. Probably in the back. Here, let me find the screws area real quick. After looking around a little bit and taking off some random little thing at the bottom right here, where it's supposed to be soft, I've discovered that this panel on the back needs to get popped off with a knife. Apparently you stick it in here. Oh my god, that was super easy. You pop it off. Now there's something in here. I don't know, can I pull this out? I'm looking at online tutorials on how to do this, but I guess I need to unscrew this little blue screw. Maybe I'll put some light on it. That's actually sort of better. There was this blue screw and this thing's loose. I think this thing also needs to get popped off somehow. I don't know how. Is it behind the sticker? This is moving. Can we pop you off, bro? As I'm looking up how to do this part right here does need to come off. Please ignore my bad knife skills. Yeah, no one cares about you. Warning. Void. Nice. This little sucker needs to come out. There you go. And he's off. It does look like there's a screw in there. Please ignore this right in the camera, but I need to get down there. If it will actually work. This looks like it will fit, but we might need a tiny boy to get in there and save the day. Holy crap, this dude is tight. What type of tool even is that? Let me go look for a tool that'll fit that. I really wanted to use a saw or hammer to break this, but it turns out that at 10 at night, the neighbors don't really want to hear that, nor do my parents, so we got this thing. Oh, look at that. One of these probably gonna fit in there. Let's try the second smallest one. Maybe. Maybe not. What do you even use to open this? I don't know. What even fits in there? It's like a octagon. Did I just get it to move? Or is that just my... Okay, let's try the bigger one again. I may have to look this part up too. I don't want to, but it is what it is, you know? I swear to God, I'm just gonna get the hammer and force it out myself. Yeah, one sec. So after watching a little bit, I found out we needed some Torx 10, and I was trying to use a screwdriver, which doesn't work. It also says Torx 8 would work, so I think Torx 10 would be the best one to use. This looks like it hasn't really been used. It's like on a little keychain thing, but did I even get it in there? There he is. Is that getting it? I need to face it towards me. This is on there very tight. I'll be back once I actually get it. Okay, here's the update. It worked, and it's really loose in there. I'll turn it this way. Oh, this whole thing is sliding. I think we can just slide it out of there. There we go. It fell out right here. If you didn't see, oh, there goes the chair, because that's what it's sitting on. It's sitting on a chair. Oh, look at that. That's awesome. So, oh, that's fog. Now look at this. There's screws. There's a few screws in there. There you go. There's like a screw here and here. There's one here, 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 and there, I think. So let's get to the unscrewing. So now we're getting into the juicy stuff. I believe there's a way to take this off. Oh, we did forget one, so I'll get that very quickly, but I do believe this should be able to come off. I don't really see any more. It feels very loose. I'll jam it in there and try to pull up. There's this one that's still over there, but it's already practically out. So by looking at it, it does look like there's a release switch. I don't know why this one isn't coming out. There you go. But it looks like pushing down on this one, maybe. It's pushing down on one of them. But there's a way to get it off. I don't know which side. Might be down here. Oh. That's it. Right here. It might be down here, but I don't know. So it does seem like there's some technique to it, but something needs to go down here, I believe. Oh no, this side. I don't know if it needs to go through the hole. I don't know where my tiny screwdriver, oh, right here. So it looks like something needs to get pushed around, but I'm not seeing it. Nothing looks like it's in there or in there. But there is like a thing over here. It is more loose towards this side. There might be something in there that needs to be pulled off. Yeah, so it is right. It is. It's down here, and there's some sort of clip pinned. I guess I gotta release it somehow. Oh. It's moving. I just gotta pull up on this side. Oh my gosh, there you go. Got the whole front off. There you go, there's some clip thing back here, right there, that was holding on back over there. Good, great. So what do we have here? So this is the DVD slot thing. And can we take this off? Can we take this off is the real question. We can, it looks like. I don't know if it's a good idea, but we will use, is this even tiny enough? This is like the tiniest one we got almost. Might be too tiny, so there's two things going into here. Firstly, this, which goes into this. And there's this big box right here. And there's a bunch of screws, which I think we can take off. Most of them look like they're small enough. was, maybe someone left the old disc in there. There you go. Got one of them. I want to take this whole panel out and see how that goes. Right now, I think we'll just put that right there. Actually, let me get this out. Just little cushion things under it. Right here and here. Which I find kind of neat. Also, it doesn't really matter if anything gets destroyed, because this doesn't work anyway. It's old, it's not used, and you're gonna get rid of it anyway, so why not see what's inside of it before you do it, you know? So we'll go on to this one. I also built a computer, so we're gonna see how many, if I can identify any parts, but I do want to get this metal piece off. So this piece seems to be coming off. There seems to be one over here. Oh, we can get off. This is sort of ASMR. Just kind of quiet in my voice and me taking apart this computer. Yeah, and this tiny screw over here decided that they would be taken off by the big one for some reason. But you know, it is how it is. Oh. Okay, there's a screw in there, and I got it out, and then I accidentally pushed it behind something, so we'll find that later. Which probably should be more important if I was actually building something. And that looks like it goes with one of these. Maybe. We'll see. I've never taken really anything apart. I built something, but never taken a thing apart. So we'll see how this goes. No? How about a tiny screwdriver? Oh boy, that's a tough one. We'll wait a second on that one. Okay, this coming, that is not even the right thing. Okay. That was a silly mistake of me. How about on this side? What's over here? There's this. I think that's holding this box. And there's a screw here, here, here. Two of them that I've already gotten out. So I think we'll take this off next, what it looks like, and hopefully we can get the cords this attached, I guess. Take the cords off. Now I am seeing a few more screws that I haven't seen before. Looking closely from this upper view, I don't think that should really be a problem. This one coming out? It is, okay. It's kind of hard to see from this angle. There you go. I got it out. Recently, a YouTuber named Wi-Fi's did a video with Dream. I played with Wi-Fi's for a good while now, and Dream has a couple. I don't know. I know he has over 1 million. I don't know if he has multiple million. Is this gonna move? Can I take this off yet? Oh yeah, that was pretty cool. So I know these are off. And I do see one screw over here that I think we can take out. Yeah, it looks like it's coming out. Now it's coming out. What's stuck? Is that stuck? Come on. If you're ready to come out, just do it. What else would be stuck in there? Is this actual thing keeping it on there? Okay, let's see. Okay, that just detached. Something over here is keeping it. It was a plug. Okay, so I think we can turn that about. This looks like it. Now I don't 100% sure know what everything is. Looks like it could be a power source. Let's try to get some of these out. They are fairly tight. If they want to. Now this part did detach from this part. I think these can just come off. Yeah, like that with plugs. So we can actually unplug this. I don't know about this component, but I do know that right here, these can be unplugged. I think, from what it looks like. There you go. It's just the simple plugs, which can be taken off. This does look pretty nice, and there's a mystery screw from earlier. Now with this big piece, there's this thing under it that we'll have to deal with later. But let's look at this right now. These are being very tough. That one kind of got going. But they're not really. I mean, once we get one going, I think we'd be able to get others going. But dang, these are tough. Yeah, this one was pretty hard to get out the entire way through. It just is difficult. They don't really get easier until like the last second. As you can see, it's basically just really trying to get them out for a minute or so. There you go, we're getting this one. This one's coming out. There you go. Now it's kind of easier. So this right here has AC input, DC output, model number, a few things that don't look all that important. Now this seems like it's going to take off this whole top part. Let's try to get this one out. Hopefully slightly easier. Doesn't quite look like it. This one actually looks quite harder than the rest. I'm using a good amount of force to actually get it open. Making a little print on my hand. There we go, and you got the last one out. Now, what was that holding? What's loose on it now? What can be separated? I want to separate the case. Now this part is kind of loose. And we can take this off. There's no more screws in those. I don't see any more screws. I think the best I can do is sticking something in there, like this flathead, and trying to pry it open. There, I heard something kind of break, which is usually a good sign. Oh, I see a circuit board in there. So that's always a good sign that something broke. Now I'm trying to slightly move it down. Something is holding it together on the sides over there. I think all it does need is a little prying open. There you go. Yeah, there's these little hatches that need some prying to open. There you go. And this hasn't been opened or touched in years, so you know how it is. Here we got that. That looks like there's 2 or 3 or not. There you go. There's like these little hatch fit things on it. This is neat. These look like batteries. There are some battery things in there. Lots of copper and metal. There it is. With some marker on it. That just looks like it was marker. Very interesting. Yeah, now we can get back to the main thing. This box. Now these screws are really tiny, and I don't know if I'm able to get them open or not. It doesn't look like it, but I don't want this on here anymore, so rip it went. They ripped it off. And we'll try to get into here. We can just take this out because that's a plug. So is this. Most of the cords in here are plugs. It does seem sort of loosey-goosey though. But it does look like that this top part right here is flipped over and sealed. But I don't know if we are going to be able to. But this does look very thin. And I don't think it can be cut, but we will. Ooh, shiny. We will try to open that in a second. Okay. Next part would be taking this off, I think. That was just some pieces that haven't been taken off yet. Now this right here is connecting to the power source. So yeah. I think we'll take these two pieces off. We'll just move this over a little bit. And I believe that this can be taken off right there. Yep. And a lot of it's not a matter of fact of can it be taken off, but can it be ripped off? Because yeah, almost all of it can be taken off by getting ripped. Some of it just won't come off, or we don't have the tools to do it.